Okay, so this is what the box looks like. It's just a Carwash cannon, and then it just shows you lots of foaming action. If you can get this, then it'd be awesome. So nothing much, and then the accessories that you get. So let's open up the box and see what we have inside. Alright, well, at least it's well packed, so this thing's not sliding around. Let's see. So it looks like you get 20% off on your next purchase. Excellent. And then I guess this is the instructions on how to assemble it. You get a nozzle, and then this is your soap dispenser, and of course, you fill it up. It indicates how high you should fill the soap up, and then fill up the water, and then naturally this thing will pump the soap into the nozzle, and then you have different settings. So I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it says number 0 there, and then I guess you can go up to 5. You know what, 0 is just, it cuts off the soap, and then you have 4. Let's see, 3, 2, and 1 being the least amount of soap mixture, so you can save some soap if you want to keep it at number 1, and then of course it can't go the other way. So to turn the pump from getting the soap up, you would turn to number 4. Okay, so this is brass, but it doesn't look like it's thick brass or anything, so it's fine. And then this will attach to your attachment. Okay? And then, let me see, what else we have? Yes. So this is your typical pressure washer. You can adjust to, you can attach it to any garden hose. And then I really like this. This is old school. So you can turn the knob, and as you can see, the handle comes out. So the further out it goes, the more pressure you can put it on there. Okay? And then of course you have this thing, and you can do that without having to squeeze it all the time. And this is brass, which is nice. And then you can just use this as a as a regular water hose, and then you can do the attachment. And then let me see, I will do the attachment, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay, so before putting the parts together, I just wanted you guys to see this part. Make sure all of the parts are there, which it is, and then you see the mixture right there. Okay, so it'll give you more mixture if you do number 5. And then quick instructions. This is pretty simple to put together. And then in the back, wait for it, instructions on how to use it. Okay, so based on the instructions, it just tells you, well, let's just go through the parts. This is all plastic, and then I don't think this thing comes out, so that's good, so you won't lose. And then you get your dial for your soap. It's at 0 now, and then it's not bad, and I don't know what this thing is, so I guess if you're spraying and you get bored, you can just, I guess, spin it around. I don't know, it looks like it's just there to stop the brass connector from getting jammed in there so tight. And then you do have a quick connect. This is for the bottom of your sprayer. So I'll be using regular garden hose, So that's all it does. And then you do a quick attach, which is nice. And then of course you have the front nozzle, and then it also comes with this thing, which is also a nozzle, but they don't really tell you that it comes with it. So you just have to attach it like right there. So it's kind of, I guess, useless, maybe. I don't know. You know what? It looks like it's angled up, so maybe it'll shoot up. So, you know, let's give it a go. So based on the instructions, they tell you to assemble this first. Okay, so it won't come out on you. And then you want to attach your bottle. It's 32 ounces. So of course you want to put your soap on the bottom first, and then I just screw it in. And then for this one has a quick connect, so as you can see the little arrow right there. And then what you want to do is pull it down, and then connect the brass part of the bottle. Okay, so they make it easy, so you don't have to screw it in. So if we're going to do that, you pull it, right, and then you stick it in, and then you see there's a notch right there. So when you let go, you want to push it. So that's pretty sturdy, so it's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so that's about it. And then of course you can adjust the knob right there. I prefer this method. There are ones where there's a trigger that you can pull, but this is old school sprayer. And I have one that's like 20 or 30 years old and it still works, so that's great. And then that's about it. And then what I would recommend is when you fill up the soap to that level, you want to put like a little bit of water on the bottom, just very little. Put in your soap and then swirl it around, mix it a little, and then fill up the water, okay? Because it's gonna, the little stem inside, it's gonna pump all that into here. And then let's see, the only thing we have to disconnect, you just pull that back, take it out. So it's a pretty simple system. And this is some form of ABS plastic, and then got brass connectors. So it's, I guess, pretty sturdy. This thing, unless you drop it on the ground or something, it should last for a while. Okay, so the only thing we have left to do is actually, put it to a test, and that's what we're going to do next. Okay, guys, I don't have any foaming soap, but I just have this Zip Turtle Wax Carwash. So we're going to try to see how much it's foamed versus, later on we can try, I'll go get some foaming soap, and then I may be able to update it. So I already pre-watered this, so we're going to try to get it to that level, okay? And I think that's it. Yep. So what you want to do is you want to swirl it around a little bit and then add water. So we have a hose, so you gotta be real careful about adding it. You don't want it to be too bubbly. And in between, I like to swirl it up, so the soap will mix better with the water. It's around 50 degrees today, so the cold water is not exactly helping this. What you can do is you can just pour the water from a sink, and then that will be better. So we're just gonna slowly do this. Alright, so I got a little bit too much bubbles. Let's see how it works. You know what? I'm gonna turn off the camera and then wait for the bubbles to die down before spraying it. I'm finding out quickly that you do not want to put the soap in first and then pour in water, because you can only get it to about right there, and then the rest is just bubbles. So what I would recommend is pour the water in to maybe that high, and then pour the soap in afterwards. Okay, so you won't get this. And I'm swirling it around, and it's taking a long time, so we're just gonna go with this for now. Okay. Okay guys, I have it connected. So we're gonna go with the little head and see what it looks like. So all you have to do is connect it there. And then I have it setting on number 1, so that should be the least amount of foam. So it looks like the head is shooting the water up a little, which is kind of useless. So we're going to switch to the longer head. Okay, I have the longer head connected. Let's see what it looks like. So as you can see, very little soap is coming out, and it does do a better job than the smaller head. So let's switch to number 2. Here we go. You get a little bit more soap. It's a little bit hard to tell because we're outdoor with the sunlight beating on the camera. So I hope you guys can see this. And then let me see. Sorry guys, I cannot see anything. Let's do number 3. This is number 3. So each settings you do, it looks like it's got a little bit more foaming. And keep in mind, this is not a foaming soap that I'm using. It's just straight up Total Wax, okay? And then let's do number 4. This is number 4. So as you can see, it does work better. All right, and then we'll go with the number 5 setting now. This is the number 5 setting. So I'm expecting a lot more foam. Oh yeah. Yep. Definitely works, and I believe in the winter time it's gonna work. This is the middle of winter time. In the summertime it should work better because the water will be warmer, and then the mixture will be a lot better. Okay, so as you can see. And the tighter you squeeze, the more foaming it's gonna get. I'm pretty impressed so far. And I'm going to turn the camera off and then spray the whole thing, and then let you guys see the end results, okay? Okay, so it's been sitting in the sun, so the soap's dried off and everything. But you do get enough suds with the number 5 setting. The only thing that I'll tell you that I've found out quickly is when you put it onto the number 5, it eats through soap like anything. So if you don't want to waste soap, don't do number 5. But it is actually more foamy than this. It's just that I had to go and get some more soap. I refilled it for the 3rd time, and then over time, with the sun beating up on it, it's gotten everything off. So it looks like it's somewhat clean. It's doable for the winter time, but I would not be using this in the summer when you can just do it yourself. You waste significantly less soap. Okay, so for its use, I think it's pretty good. Your goal is to get the car clean and not necessarily save soap. So in that case, then yeah, this thing actually works. Okay, so we'll go now. We'll go inside and do a final analysis on the Canon. Guys, so For the week, I did try to use this thing on my truck, and it works out fine. I could get the roof and everything. So after having using it for two different vehicles, this thing actually works pretty well. There's only a few things like this little knob thing, as you can see earlier. It's pretty much useless, so I don't know why they included it. And then I kept it on the number five, so it gives you a lot of foam action. But like I said earlier, it is very wasteful because it pumps up a lot of soap. And then I love the quick connect and disconnect. That's it. And then I guess I would recommend this. This thing is pretty sensitive. Off camera, I accidentally sprayed my face because if you just barely touch it like that, it will spray it. So it's okay. It's your typical garden hose connector. It doesn't have a lot of pressure. And then the bottle. I think it's 32 ounces, I believe. Earlier when I said that if you load up the soap on the bottom and then you try to spray water down into the bottle, it'll foam a lot. And then I tried putting the soap on top. It didn't work well because the soap didn't, mix in well. So in general, what you want to do is before you use it, you can always load the soap up and then go into your faucet and then tilt it so the water will rush down slowly. And then once you fill it up, it should be okay. So I guess in conclusion, I think this thing is worth I bought it online for like less than $20. It's like maybe 17 or something like that. It's easy to use. It does the job, and if you don't need a lot of soap, you can always turn the dial to say 0 to just get the water, and then of course you can do 5, 4, and so forth all the way down to 1. So like I said, I'll just keep it on 5. That way I'll get the most foam. And one suggestion is because I was doing it while I was filming, so I was wasting a lot of soap. So what you can do is, because it's coming out a lot, you can quickly spray it on your car, let it soak in for a little bit, for a few minutes, and then you can go ahead and wash it. So that way, it's less wasteful, but you're still wasting soap though, so I don't know. So how does this compare to a foam cannon from a pressure washer? It doesn't put a lot of pressure. So you're just really laying out the soap on top of the car. So if you have a lot of grimes and stuff like that, it's not going to do the job. So you have to scrub it in some way. But it's great for the winter time, so you never have to touch it. Okay? So the pro on this is you get the standard connector, and it does come with the quick connect. And then you can just connect this to any garden water hose. And this is just standard. You can adjust the pressure with that little knob right there. And it's got the quick connect, so all you have to do is pull it back, connect it, that's it. And then I noticed when I was using it, once the bottle's filled, if you turn, this will turn, like if your hose turn like this, the water bottle will always be on the bottom. Okay, so it doesn't really make any difference. But the only other thing is, I guess this is all plastic, but it should be durable unless you're like dropping it or something. The only other thing I wish it would have is, you see the connect is just straight. So I wish it would have something that angles up 45 degrees, so you can spray on the bottom of the car or something. But I did give it a try on the wheels and the wheel wells and the front grille, and it works great. So I guess in conclusion, I would recommend this. It's just a generic car wash cannon. If you already have a pressure washer, you're probably better off with a foam cannon. But if you don't, like me, this thing works out great. You just have to know the limitation, and you do use a lot of soap, but you can control that. I just like using a lot of soap because what's the point of using a little bit if it's not going to get the car clean? Okay, so and you do get a foam. It's just that you have to work quickly in order to minimize the waste. So like I said, in conclusion, I would highly recommend it, and just for under $20. If you don't like it, it's under $20. So no biggie. I will be getting a foam cannon with pressure washer that during the week I just got in. So I'll see how that works out, and then maybe I'll do a comparison with this. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I guess stay tuned for the next video.